here we go. Good morning and good evening to our friends in Israel. My name is Neil Popish. I'm the program director with the Jewish Community Center. We are a division of Jewish Nevada. I'm so excited to start our Crossing the Desert program. I would like to ask you if you would, where you list your name, put down your team name as well. If you don't have a team name, I'll explain how you could join a team later. But if you're on my team, we are the pop stars. So I just want to welcome everybody. This is going to be a wonderful, wonderful partnership with our friends in Israel. And I'm going to introduce my partner. His name is Jared White from the Ramat Ha'Negev region, who is going to take it away for right now. Jared?
So shalom to everybody. My name is Jared White, and I am in charge of the partnership between Ramat Ha'Negev and Jewish Nevada. And it's great to see all of you today, both in Israel and in Nevada as well. We're going to talk a lot about what Crossing the Desert is and everything that else we're going to do throughout these 40 days. But the first thing we're going to do is sing the Israeli and the American national anthems. And the first one is going to be the Israeli one. So bear with me here. I'm going to share my screen, obviously, and not that one. And we're going to take it away. So please bear with me for 1 second. Here we go. And this will be the Israeli national anthem. And it's with Hebrew subtitles, English subtitles as well. So anyone who doesn't, and this is the national ceremony we have at Har Herzl every year. And this was done for the 68th Independence Day. So I will turn it up. And hold on 1 second. Again, this is the beautiful thing about Zoom is that you can deal with all these things as well. So here it goes.
התקווה. המסדר ידגל את נשקו. דגל, שק!
So thank you everyone for listening, and I'm going to hand it back to my partner Neil for the American national anthem.
Thank you, Jared. So we are going to play our national anthem. Whoops. And
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. So again, I welcome everybody to Crossing the Desert, our virtual walk, run, hike, bike, or swim over the next 40 days. So we're gonna have some fun, friendly competition. I want to now pass it over to Jared, who's going to talk a little bit more about the workshop, the recipient of our project.
So this year decided, and we're calling it this year because we're working on for the years to come as well. This year was a joint decision to all the funds that we raised through this program are going to be split 75% to Ramat Ha'Negev and 25% to Jewish Nevada, and the proceeds to Ramat Ha'Negev are going to go to the program, the workshop. We'll talk a little bit about later on the workshop but we have Dr. Sefi Malkior here, who is the head of our education and community department. And Sefi, could you speak a few words about how the workshop is engaging here for the young adults and the teens, excuse me, the youth?
Hi, good morning and good evening, everyone. I'm happy and proud to tell you a little bit about our Hasadna, the workshop. It's a project that we started a few years ago. We try to think what activity or what project can we give our youth during the summer. You know, summer nights in Ramat Ha'Negev can be a bit tricky for youth. Sometimes out of boredom, they can walk around, they can do all kinds of activities that we don't want them to do. So we asked ourselves, what should we do for them? What project can we offer that will enhance their sense of belonging and of their meaning? And we offered Hasadna, the workshop, which is a place that they can come and create furniture for the public area, for the elderly, for people with special needs. They can come, they can work with a guide that can, talk to them and look after them, and they can feel that they are doing something meaningful. And we found out that after doing this project, all the risk behaviors really went down. They were really decreasing. And I'm really proud to say that this project is now not only a project for the youth in Ramat Ha'Negev, but it's really a community meeting area for everyone, for different communities in Ramat Ha'Negev, for teachers, for senior citizens that come, for people from different communities in Ramat Ha'Negev. They come and meet and work and talk. And I'm also really proud to say that this project has started to be really well known in all of Israel. People from all of Israel are coming to visit our project. And we have a movie so that you can really see it for yourself. And thank you for this project and for the donation.
So I'm going to show us a short video here, and you'll meet Dor, who is the project manager of the workshop.
Hello, my name is Dor Cohen. I live in Midreshet Ben Gurion in Ramat Ha'Negev for 10 years now. I'm married with 4 beautiful kids, and I'm the manager project of the workshop, which is a leadership and therapeutic project. And
Jared, I think we can't see.
Yeah, we have the screen
Hold on a
that's
sec.
on your computer, yeah.
1 second. Okay, so now you see my
I know
screen.
why. Maybe.
Can you see it now?
Yes.
Can someone tell me if they see the screen? Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
hello, my name is Dor Cohen. I live in Midreshet Ben Gurion in Ramat Ha'Negev for 10 years now. I'm married with 4 beautiful kids, and I'm the manager project of the workshop, which is a leadership and therapeutic project. And welcome to the workshop. So the kids that come here, they're from the age of 4th grade till 12th grade. They come here on a daily basis. We have big project every month, like 2 or 3 big projects that we do all around the regional council. The kids that come here, they design what they want, they create, they build all the things that they do here.
אתה בדיוק, לא, שנה, אני בדיוק כותב לך. אתה הבא. אני אעשה לך אינטרדישן.
So far, the program affected hundreds of youth all around the regional council. They come here, they get out of their houses, especially during this problematic time, and they come, they work, they get many skills here, such as responsibility, teamwork, patience. They work together, they have fun outside of their houses, and you are welcome to come and work with us.
So thank you, guys. Thank you, and I apologize for the technical difficulties. I would like to, I saw some of you dancing in the background. I would like to introduce to you Mayor Eran Doron, who is our mayor here in Ramat Ha'Negev, and to say some few words.
Thank you, Jared. I'm very happy to see many familiar faces. I have to say hello, first of all, to Richard Frankoff and to Lawrence Davis, of course, and Stephanie, and Neil Popish, of course, and the entire Jewish Nevada community. It's a great honor that we are doing it, and I think we're moving ahead as we imagined in our few years ago for a mutual project, and this project that is, in a way, the ultimate project to the corona, the COVID-19 time, that people will go out, people will jog, will run, will do something, will feel that they are no longer merging with the Netflix, okay? So they continue and becoming more active. I think this is exactly what is good for the people in Nevada and, of course, for the people in Ramat Ha'Negev. There are plenty of people here in Ramat Ha'Negev that are into outdoor activities, from just running to Ironman and ultra Ironman and ultra spaceman. Okay, something people are sometimes they are getting a little bit too extreme. But I think what is more important than how much calories we're going to burn in our physical activity, it's the connection. And the connection between the communities are becoming greater and greater and stronger. The foundations were put in a decade ago, and since then we are been developing and evolving it. And maybe the most important thing that happened through these decades is that friendship created. People in Ramat Ha'Negev as very good friends, a family in Nevada and vice versa. People from Nevada as friends and family here in Ramat Ha'Negev. My kids called Lawrence and John their American grandfather and mothers. This is Lawrence and John for my kids. So something that it's much stronger than just a sufficient connection started and is continuing. And despite the very challenging time, I think this project is great, is exactly what we needed. Less talking, more running, and running to the friendship and to the connection and to the Jewish continuity, which is maybe one of the most important things for all of us. So once again, I want to thank Jared and the people from Ramat Ha'Negev Partnership Department. It's Daphna and Tamar and Jared, of course. There are many athletes here in Ramat Ha'Negev, so I want to thank them as well. And again, to all my good friends in Nevada, we miss you. We're wishing that we could see you here. And tomorrow there is like the Purim festival here in Midreshet Ben Gurion in the Environmental High School. And I think, Lawrence, this was the last time that the delegation, the young adults delegation with you came to Ramat Ha'Negev. So maybe in a year from now, to the next Purim festival, we'll see you all together here in Ramat Ha'Negev. Thank you so much. Let's run.
Thank you, Mayor. I appreciate you being here to join us this morning or this evening for y'all. I got to keep remembering that.
I'm apologizing because I will need to take off in a few minutes. So I'm already apologizing, but I ran my miles today.
Okay, good job. I'd like to now introduce Stephanie Tusman. Stephanie is the CEO and president of Jewish Nevada, who would like to just give us a few words of inspiration for our program. So thank you, Stephanie.
Neil. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us in Crossing the Desert. This is a long-standing tradition that American communities all over the United States have a partnership region in Israel as an opportunity for us to stay connected to our homeland and to the people that we cherish and love the most in Israel. And we are so lucky and so fortunate that our partnership region, our sister city, is Ramat Ha'Negev. Over the last, I've been with the Federation since 2009, and over the last 11 years have had the opportunity to learn and to grow from this incredible partnership that we have with the region because we share so many similarities in our desert. And so I'm really excited to be crossing the desert with all of you. I'll be riding along on my Peloton and joining you all, but I can't wait for the day. Jared actually did take me bike riding through Ramat Ha'Negev. Gosh, that was at the end of 2019 for an incredible experience, but I can't wait to be riding together with you in Ramat Ha'Negev in Israel, hopefully very soon. So thank you all for joining, and it's not too late to encourage your friends to cross the desert with us. And to our friends in Ramat Ha'Negev, we hope to see you very soon in Israel.
Thank you, Stephanie. Okay, so we would like to talk a little bit about our relationship with the Ramat Ha'Negev region, and Jared is going to play us a video. Right, Jared?
Yes. Hi. Okay, shalom. So I'm put on a short video for you, which will show you a presentation of Ramat Ha'Negev. It's very short, and the best way to learn about Ramat Ha'Negev is really to come here. And because we can't do that right now, that's why we have this wonderful program. So this video I'm going to show you gives you some basic information where we're located, what's going on here. You'll see some people actually in the PowerPoint that you'll see here in the Zoom call. So yeah. And if you guys have any questions afterwards, we can definitely speak about it. So one moment, please. And I will hold on one second. No. Okay. And okay, now it's going to work. Shalom, everybody. Next couple of minutes here, I'm going to give you a short presentation on what Ramat Ha'Negev Regional Council is really about. Our partnership has been around since 2008, together with Jewish Nevada. We have an amazing scholarship foundation through the Davis Foundation, which gives higher education to our young adults scholarships, and they have to volunteer. We have leadership missions, both from Jewish Nevada to Ramat Ha'Negev, and Ramat Ha'Negev also to you guys. We've brought leaders from your community here, and we have amazing programs and yearly allocation grants as well. This partnership is quite robust, and I'm very happy for you to be here. Now, what is Ramat Ha'Negev? Ramat Ha'Negev is a beautiful, beautiful piece of land, but how did it become part of Israel? Now, how did the Negev become part of the Jewish state? You see, 1937 on your left-hand side, and the Peel Commission gave the Negev, which is the southern part of Israel here, Arab state, and the Jewish state was in the north, in the coastal regions. But in 1947, 10 years from that time, we see a different picture. The blue area, 1947, was Jewish. The gray area was Arab. Now, what happened between those years? It's very clear. In 1943, the first settlement in the Negev, Kibbutz Revivim, my home. I'm a member of Kibbutz Revivim, Chaver. And it became a real living, breathing community. And the UNSCOP committee in 1947, when they came to Revivim, the Swedish judge who came in his wool coat on a hot August day tried to pull out the beautiful flowers out of the ground, the fields of gladiolas. And he wrote in his journal saying that if the Jews have their roots in the ground like these flowers, the Negev belongs to them. And that's what we still push for today. Our roots are here. And the Negev is, since 1947, it looks very different, but also very similar. Now, Ramat Ha'Negev Regional Council is 22% of the state of Israel, 8,224 residents, sitting on 4.2 million dunams, which is a huge piece of land. Now, out of that 4.2 million areas, 73% are firing zones, and 45% are national preserves and parks. So we can't build or develop on any of those. And we only have 1.8% to actually build. So when you come to Ramat Ha'Negev, you see the vast open space, you see how beautiful it is. It kind of looks like when you leave Las Vegas or you leave Reno, everything in between in many ways. And the reason is because it's areas that we're not allowed to build on, but that's what the Regional Council area is for, is to develop those areas properly and with alongside our nature as well. We believe in Ben Gurion's vision of developing, preserving, and populating the Negev. Also, a pluralistic society, a tolerant society, and we give our families and our communities and our children the most amazing standards of services and education, healthcare. That's also with communal community leadership and also local regional leadership. Our goals for the next 5 years, as you can see here, are 10 main goals to bring the communities and the infrastructure and the way of life here to allow more and more people to come here and to really develop. I want to just point out one of the other one of our 10 goals here, national yearly goals for the region here, is to strengthen the connection to the diaspora, which is what we're doing right here, alongside demographic growth and public services and education. What we're doing right here is also just as important. Now, if you look at the community basins, they're spread out quite differently on the map. If you see on the right-hand side, the Mishabim area, which is where I live, the regional council is there. We have a huge R&D center for agricultural later, and also a massive solar energy site. The Nitzana Basin, which is out towards the west, the Egyptian-Israeli border, is agricultural tourism, as well as amazing agricultural products in general, but they have a lot of edge tourism, which they call it, which is a lot of fun and interesting things to do, as well as in the Sde Boker area. We have Midrash Ben Gurion and Merchavam, a lot of tourism heritage sites, beautiful landscape, university there. It's quite a beautiful area. And also near the Sde Boker is the Machane Tali, the Tali camp, which is an Air Force base as well, which is also part of our communities. Now, if you look here, the demographic growth is quite large. We have a 65% growth rate in the last decade. We're expecting to have 45,000 people living here by 2048. And you can see at the bottom how each area will be growing. And this is what our future looks like. This is what the future for Israel looks like. People are coming here because of the community life, coming in with the way of education and the opportunities we have here. If you look at the left-hand side, you see the picture of the Retamim village, which in 2018 was just getting its permission to build new houses. And by 2020, you already see those new houses building and people living in them. So all the communities here are growing as well as we're going to be building new communities in the future in different sectors of the region. And people are coming here on a daily basis. Every community has almost a waiting list. And it's the future of the state of Israel. Now, we also have advanced agriculture. As you can see here, these are some of our products and local things we have here as well. In our area, as you can see on the map here, the green areas are areas where we have agriculture around the different communities. It's a huge business here in the region, over 70 million shekels per year. Now, we also export to Europe and the United States, but we also make domestic products as well. 75% of the cherry tomatoes we eat in Israel come from our region, and 25% of the milk you drink comes from our dairy products there. We also have a very large research and development center for advanced agriculture, which is taking different products, seeds, methods, technologies, etc., learning about them and bringing them to our farmers in the world as well. We also have an international school for trainees, which brings students from all over the world to learn about these techniques and bringing them home to their countries as well. We're growing everything from cherry tomatoes, blueberries, strawberries, corn, wheat, everything is grown here. Add some water and some hard work and it happens. Tourism here is a big part of our life. A lot of families here based off of some different types of tourism, whether it's biking, or food, or hotels, etc. They can even come sandboarding here. It's quite a great experience, and we recommend you all to come if you can. But we're not going anywhere, so whenever you come, you let us know. These are some of the wide variety of activities you can do with families, and we'd love to have you. Now, our education here, we're very much proud in it about how incredibly unique and out-of-the-box style thinking we bring to our children and families. We have a new high school, a nationally ranked robotics team, a workshop, which is for therapeutic leadership as well. Amazing youth movements and after-school programs. The methodology of the educational staff here is quite incredible. And really to use Ramat Ha'Negev as a playground. Anywhere in Ramat Ha'Negev, you can find students learning outside with the community, whether it's in internship programs or etc. We're also creating amazing sustainable energy. 45% of Israel's national green energy is created here in the region through some of our farms here. As you see, the Ashalim thermal solar plant. And we're also a biogasification program near Nitzana. We have cooperation with communities and governments all over the world. We're very proud of it, as well as in Jewish Nevada. Now, we want you guys all to come visit us, come see what's going on, come take a part. And we would love to have you all. This is our new website at en.org. Please come take a look. There's photos, there's videos. You're part of the family, and yeah, hope to see you all soon. Have a great day, and I'm going to.
Thank you,
So I
Jared.
hope you guys.
Trust me, we all want to come and visit sooner than later. Traveling is something we all would like to be doing soon. And I appreciate you doing this because we've been noticing that a lot of folks don't understand the partnership and the relationship between Jewish Nevada and Ramat Ha'Negev. And I hope that was a really clear and concise description of what our relationship is. So thank you for that. We appreciate that. So we're getting to the close of our program, but I wanted to make sure that everybody understands that the Crossing the Desert is sort of a twofold thing. One, it's really a peer-to-peer fun opportunity for folks from all over the world. And I'm not just saying Las Vegas and Ramat Ha'Negev. There could be folks anywhere who could be a part of this. We want people to be able to enjoy with challenging and meeting people from all over the place that through friendly competition, or you never know who's going to be on the other side of the country who has a very similar interest to you. You know, maybe you love dogs, and then you find somebody across the world that has dogs, the same type of dog you have. So that's really one of the most important part of this program, is for us to get to know one another from across the world. And then, and secondly, there is a fundraising component to this, which you saw, that the proceeds will be going to the workshop, and it's really a wonderful thing over there. So I put in the chat the registration if you would like to be part of a team. So that link will get you to the Crossing the Desert registration page, where you can create a team, join a team, create your own fundraising page. We are about a little more than halfway to our fundraising goal, and we haven't even started the program yet. So that's a great thing. And as you see, I'm wearing this hat and this shirt that we will be providing to folks over the next 40 days. And I want to welcome everybody, and also want to make sure that I mentioned earlier, there's on the Strava app, there is a leaderboard. And if you'd like to be a part of that leaderboard, you need to make sure that your activity is either a run, a hike, or a bike ride. If you just put down walk, you won't be part of the leaderboard. And if you're anything like me, you want to be on the leaderboard. Love a little friendly competition. I also just want to make sure everybody knows that please send us your photos, your videos, your team videos. Maybe if you guys have some small groups out on a hike, maybe a fun cheer that we could share on our social media so people can see around the world what we're doing here. So we want this to be a fun, we want this to be engaging, and we want this to be something that's shared with everybody, because we would love this thing to grow each year over the next many years. So Jared's going to just finish us up by talking a little bit about some of the events and some of the prizes we will be offering to you folks. So thank you.
So thank you, Neil. I also see the Israelis. I see Erez has his hat already and his shirt as well. So also the people of Ramat Ha'Negev who join the group, come by the Matnas, come by the JCC, and you'll get your hat and shirt as well. And it's a dry fit shirt, so when you're running or hiking or biking, you can swim with it, but I wouldn't recommend it. Throughout the week, every Monday, we're going to be posting a challenge. Whether it will be a photo challenge or the, I don't know, the fastest bike ride, or who can bring out their pets with them and show us their pets. As many possible photos, as many possible interesting things about yourselves. And we'll also ask some, information about you, maybe tell us about your family or how many kids you have, or what you like to do in your free time, or what is your after sports activity meal, things like that, to get to know each other as well. That will happen every Monday. And there'll also be prizes for the Ramat Ha'Negev group. That whoever has the most amount of shares on the Strava with photos and etc. Will get the most amount of version. The first one will be a set of wireless exercise buds. The second prize will be for Mosen and Men's in Beersheva, will be a helmet and a riding shirt, as well as the third prize, which will be a 200 shekel gift certificate to one of the local sports shops here. And I know in Nevada as well, there's also some prizes coming out as well. And every Monday, when we have the Monday challenges at the end of the week, we'll also have some weekly prizes as well. Everyone has their own way to deal with the different, they like to run, they like to swim, they like to bike, they like to do all of them. I like to personally run, hike, swim, and bike. So if you can do more than one, great. If you can only do 1 kilometer, that's great. It's not about how far you run or how fast you run or how far you bike. It's about just coming out and having fun and sharing it with everybody. That's what we want to see. If anyone has any questions, we would love to hear. And as Neil said in the chat as well, we would love to have all of your emails in case we don't have them already. My son is coming to join us right now, and he's supposed to be in bed. So, does anyone have any questions as of right now?
Make sure you unmute yourself if you have a question, and we will be happy to answer them. And if you have any questions about the registration page, because some people have some troubles, please don't hesitate to call or email myself or Danica Torchin here in the States. All right, everybody's great. No questions. So we look forward to seeing you on our leaderboard. We look forward to seeing you challenging yourself. And as Jared said, you set your own goals. You want to walk a half a mile, you want to walk 10 miles, you want to bike down the street, or you want to bike to the Mount Charleston. It's up to you. You enjoy it, you have fun, and you make this your own. I just want to make sure that I was thanking all the folks that were on our planning committee, because we have been planning this since September. It's been a long time, and I want to thank Danielle Rubenstein and Richard Frankoff, Richard Frankoff here in the States, and all of our friends in Ramat Ha'Negev, and Lawrence Davis, you're awesome. Thank you so much. So we are going to sign off. Welcome and enjoy crossing the desert.
Thank you all. See you soon.